I'm from where it's 3 minutes to 8. When niggas flip they coins just to pull up in that quarter to 8. Right on cue to your corners, they pocket that 8 ball on them, play with the diesel like my jersey was 8. Once you get that last 4, I done already 8. That means I doubled up, do the math and equate. See, I was born on the 7th and that's God all day. It's 224, each previous line was a zip play. It's Preme Elohim, I've been the king of kings. Bells moving in these streets, my name ring-a-ling. If you beef with me, you must mistake. Cause now you just food in the ground, I leave them plant-based, highly exalted. You hear my raps and now you feel assaulted. You fell in every course of your actions, therefore it warrants. I shine like the sun, my circle orbit like physics.
Slow down, Preme, you're killing them.
Will I plead the physics?
Father God, we thank you so much for a day we've never seen before, a day we never see again. We thank you so much for the opportunity once again to come in your presence. The Bible teaches us that when 2 or more are in your presence, then you are there. Lord, we thank you for being here at this time, at this moment, in this space. Lord, we ask that you protect, cover, and most of all, put some love on this podcast. Lord God, we do not expect to change the world in one day. But like my brother Tupac said, we don't want to provide the spark to change the world. And if we can do that with this open forum, then we have done our job. God, we do not take it for granted that you put clothes on our back, you put food on the table, and you blessed our children. Continue to do so. And if you don't do anything else, you have done enough. In Jesus Christ's name we pray, amen.
Amen.
Let's get it.
Do it. Welcome to 80
or 80,000.
I'm your host, Moses Newsom.
And I'm your host, Big Steps, Stefano Lewis in the building.
Are you living for 80 years, or do you want to take your legacy and your impact well beyond 80,000 years? Let's find out. Hailing from Hampton, Virginia, we have a true representative of grown man hip-hop. He's an MC, he's a songwriter, he's a curator for undeniable presence and lyrical depth.
Talk your shit.
He's got 5 solo albums.
What?
Countless mixtapes.
What?
Singles and features.
Woo!
He's rocked the stage with some of the greatest MCs.
Come on.
Rakim.
Who?
50 Cent.
Who?
Pusha T.
Who?
Travis Scott.
What?
Jeezy and French Montana.
Man!
He's the founding member of UFG, Undeniable F.A.M gang.
Sweet!
His style is braggadocious.
Yes.
Street conscious.
Yes.
Soulful and wise.
Yes!
He's inspired by legends like Nas.
Who?
Ghostface.
Who?
Raekwon.
What?
Guru.
Yes.
And his late cousin Ron Fiend.
Well, talk about
He's known by many names like Preme Elohim.
Yes, he is.
El Primo.
Yes, he
the
is.
Black Persian.
A true legend.
And the General.
Yes, he is.
He's deeply rooted in the community upliftment and bridging hip-hop generation. Ladies and gentlemen, help give a warm welcome to my man, our rap legend, Big Preme. Let's go.
That's what's up. I love that. That was, that was a good intro.
Yes, sir.
Look,
Yes,
we
sir.
got Big Preme in the building.
Big Preme in the building.
I'm ready to go to work.
Yeah, man. How you feeling? How you feeling, brother?
Great.
You feeling good? It's hot outside.
Yeah, man.
Thank y'all for having me.
Hey,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Hey,
Yes,
man.
sir.
It's an honor, man. Look, man, it's so crazy because we've been trying to get you here for a few, and now you here in the building, you in the seat, and man, we just so proud and we so thankful to have you in the building, bro.
Man, again, I thank y'all brothers for having me. I love what y'all doing, and much love to y'all platform and y'all exposure that y'all giving people around here.
757.
We just want to keep rising to the top.
Rising to the top, brother.
Most definitely.
Hey, we
most
gonna keep rising to the top.
But I got something a little special for you today, Preme. You know, because I respect your craft, and I want the whole world to know what it is you do and how you do it. So we're going to do something a little bit different on 80,000.
Little icebreaker.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, it's just going to be a little bit. We got Preme in the building.
Okay.
We got Stefano Smooth.
Yes, sir.
88,000.
You already know.
It's never been done before.
Talk your shit.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. 99 problems, but the devil ain't one.
Come
you
on.
got hate in your blood. I feel bad for your son.
Yes,
you
sir.
got 99 problems, but the I'm that cooler kid breaking careers to a closure.
Come on.
Only God I fear this year I'm getting closer.
Yes.
Gotta thank him for taking me out of a tornado.
Woo.
It's killing your brother, make you Debo or more J-Lo.
Yes.
Let me know you Nino, I'm more Kato.
Talk, yo.
Free Migo, take off set and call Quavo.
Yes.
Let him know that in love to what they made for. I'm not 3-0, nor your man CeeLo.
Come
But
on.
best believe my flow's below zero. A flow kick like Jet Li, no hero. 80 thou. Me and my man Primo.
1,000.
We shooting movies, never robbing for De Niro.
Yes, sir.
God said, fellowship, son. Follow me, not to bezel a gun. I got a Def Jam better than Reverend Run. I got
on.
99 problems and the devil ain't one. Hit
Yes,
me.
sir.
Woo, woo.
Like that.
Yeah. Come on, Preme.
Yo.
99 problems and the devil ain't one. feel
the
bad for
devil
your
ain't
son.
won. Since the day I was born on March
What?
7th, I've been the heaven's gift, straight from heaven.
Yes, sir.
God sent the one, not no devil. I ain't got problems with him, but we gon' settle.
Yes, sir.
Yo, try to take me out, but can't fake me out. I've been all about caking out. Niggas don't.
99 problems and the devil ain't one.
99 problems, but the devil ain't one. If he get in my way, grab a shovel or something. I'm about to dig him a grave. No, I ain't a slave, but the blood in me. Got a king with me.
Come on.
Kiss the ring with me. On me. Don't get it on me. Yo.
99 problems.
Can't pause this. I'ma do it harmless. Niggas don't want it with Preem. Haters nightmares, but they latest dreams. Got HBT, sold by the seam. UFG, yet be the dream.
99 problems and the devil ain't one. Woo! Yeah.
Pray on them.
Yeah.
Watch how they do when they pray for him.
Okay.
Yes. Preem Elohim, I done did this shit.
Right.
Y'all don't want it with this kid, I'm rich.
Okay. Yes, sir.
In the heart and the godly love.
Yes.
Gold and silver, there'll none be above.
Okay.
God is the one. 99 problem and the devil ain't one.
Yes, sir. Problems and the devil ain't one. You got hate in your blood. I feel bad for your son. We got 99 problems and the devil ain't one. Hit me. Woo.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I love
It ain't never been done. 80,000.
It's going off.
Yeah.
It's going off the dome piece.
So dope.
I wasn't expecting that.
I wasn't
Yeah,
expecting
man.
that. Hey, yo, Preem, that was a surprise.
That was
for
a
me,
new
too.
segment.
Hey, man. Hey, man. It's all good, man.
Y'all make some noise.
Yeah, Preem.
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
Preem in the
Preem.
building.
I was like
sir.
wrapping back
Yes,
out
sir.
the hood around the green
Yes,
tank.
sir.
Hood.
Yes,
Preem,
sir.
Preem. I ain't rapped in 20 years, brother.
Yeah.
20 years, bro. So,
Word.
you know
I
what I
love
mean?
it.
So,
I'm glad.
you know,
I'm glad
it.
that came out today, man.
I had to, man. I had to bring it out for you, man. But I ain't did it
I
20
appreciate
years.
it, man.
Yeah,
I
no
wish I
doubt.
was better prepared for you, man.
No,
Man,
it's all
look,
no. Hey, look, man. Listen, let me tell y'all something. For anybody listening to this, watching this, freestyling, that's what it's all about. I wrote mine. I ain't rapped in 20 years.
Right.
So this man freestyling, showing his crap. That's what it's all about. That's why we need to get back to. Forget the ghostwriting. Forget the pre-written raps. It's all about the authenticity of just putting your feelings and your thoughts out there. So shout out to Preem, y'all.
Yes, sir.
No
man.
doubt.
Shout out to Preem,
Yeah,
man.
man.
No doubt.
Dope. Well, welcome to 80,000. We want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're going to do a little icebreaker real quick, Preem, just to get it, get everybody nice and fuzzy, get everybody comfortable.
Gotcha.
So,
We've been looking at a lot of people and girls who just, they don't want to pay the bill when you take them out to eat. So, Preem,
They don't want to pay the bill.
they don't want to pay the
Man.
bill when you're going to take it. Then they want to order. I mean, I took this girl out a couple of weeks ago, and man, the bill was $150. They
Man.
want to order the most expensive thing on the menu. So
Yes,
Preem,
they do.
Talk to us a little bit about how times have changed, since the olden days where a girl might pick up the tab, or you might go, what's it called? When one person pays for their own tab, the other person for the
Dolo, solo,
whatever that's called.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
It's a
Preem,
term though. I forgot.
It's a term. It's a term that they call it. But I mean, what's your thoughts on
What
the
is
Preem?
it, Tim?
It's
Dutch.
Yeah,
Dutch.
Dutch.
Yeah,
Dutch.
Dutch.
Yes,
There you
sir.
go.
Yes, sir. So, what's your thoughts on it, man? Should a gentleman always have to pay the bill when he's taking a girl out?
I would say a gentleman has to be prepared to.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it. I love it.
It's like you gotta expect it, and you gotta be prepared. Don't be going out and you ain't got enough money on.
You ain't got no cheddar.
So like a gentleman should always expect it and play your part as a man. I mean, most of the time, especially if we offer to take the lady out.
Okay.
you know
No
what
doubt,
I'm
no
saying?
doubt.
Okay.
We gotta be prepared. Now if she decides to, be kind about it and take up the bill, I'm not mad at her.
Right.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
I'm a resist though. I'm like, nah, guys.
Yeah, I get.
Yeah.
I love it.
Get the tip.
I love it. Get the
Get the tip. Leave the tip. You know what I'm saying? If we gonna do something, but that's just me. That's just how I was raised.
Right.
That's how my dad raised me, man. So,
Okay.
No doubt.
Okay. Well, question number one: who is Big Preem in your own words, brother?
Big Preem, I would say Big Preem is Mook. Big Preem is
Mook. I love
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
I love
a
it.
lot of people know me as Mook. Big Preem is my rap name.
Yes, sir.
My rap name started back in the day, you know, we was all fans of Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
And, you know, Wu-Tang had those crazy names and stuff. Like,
Yeah,
they had
yeah.
mad
Right.
different aliases and
Oh,
stuff,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to stand out. It's like, those was like comic book hero names. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
like,
right.
Absolutely.
names that stand out like heroes and stuff. Like, so I consider myself and my rap talent as a god level. So I wanted, at first I was Supreme Being.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then it turned into Supreme D, being that my government name Darius, my real name.
Right.
It's turned into Supreme D, Preem D.
Gotcha.
Big Preem is in my stage now, where it's like, you know, I'm 41 now. I'm old. I got kids. I got family. I take care of people. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? So it's
right.
like
Dope.
I'm standing on big business.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
love
it's-
it.
It's now you're getting the version of Big Preem. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
no
That's
doubt.
dope, man. That's dope.
I
That's
love
dope.
that. I love that. So Preem, you got Preem Elohim. You know,
Yeah.
when I think about Tony Starks, you're right. All the names, we don't have that anymore. When you think about the different aliases and the creativity,
We don't.
Yeah,
you know, what would it take to get back to that?
What would take to get back to that is, I mean, I believe what it takes is that new up and coming artists take time to be students of the game before you know
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? It's like the only way we know this is because we students of it.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't come in, we strive to be as good as those guys.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't come in with a already certain bravado and like we already those guys.
Like we arrived already.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be a student in the game. You got to in anything you do.
Absolutely.
You know, Kobe wouldn't be Kobe if he didn't study Mike, or AI wouldn't be AI if he didn't study Mike and Isaiah.
Facts.
Those guys. You
Oh,
know what I'm
that's
saying?
facts.
Facts.
You
That's
know what I'm
facts.
saying?
I love it. I love it.
So you know, we got to get back to being students of the game and appreciating, you know, the origins in which it came from.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Got to appreciate what people were working with during those times. You know, they didn't have the fancy equipment that we have now.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? They were doing everything off of the root.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, they was grabbing stuff here and there, making it come together. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
I mean, you can pick up a cell phone now, and you got a mini record. You can produce a whole album. Back
Right.
then, you need the ASR, you need the mixing board, you got
Right.
the speakers. I mean, it was just a bigger grind, much different grind back then.
Yeah.
So I
That's
mean,
the first part of my answer. The next part of my answer, what it would take to get back to that, is more eyes and ears on Preem.
there you go. There you go.
I can
Y'all
help
hear
I
that,
can
right?
help 'em. You know, I can bring that nostalgia. I bring back that nostalgia feeling in
You
my
do.
music while mixing it with the modern.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
You do. You do.
You know,
Yeah,
I,
so
I
Preem,
salute my elders. You know what I'm saying?
New York, Los Angeles, they known for some of the biggest rappers to come out.
Right.
Hampton, Virginia. Talk about the 757 and how that shaped you, brother.
Man, the 757. I love where I'm from, man. I you know, you got to be proud of where you from, especially when you hear it from those top rappers. When
Yes,
you hear,
yes,
When you hear them refer to Virginia,
Right, right.
You know what I'm saying? And look at what come from Virginia. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I've always been proud of where I'm from. The inspirations of, you know, Star Trek family, Clips, and
Yeah.
Missy and Timberland, and
Yes.
even right here in Hampton, my cousin, Crew Thick, Nova.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
guys,
Yes.
Born Naturals.
Yes.
Oh yeah, man. You taking it way back, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Taking it way back.
Legends.
You got to be a student of it.
Yeah,
You know, you gotta love
Legends.
this stuff. So
Right.
it's like being from the 757 is, to me, is like it's a mixed culture. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's, you know, we got people a heavy military presence here. So we got people that come from all over
the world.
We got people that move here from the Carolinas or the Marylands, DCs. It's all integrated, and to get to one place or another, you gotta cross through Virginia somehow.
That's
Especially
right.
when you're going from east to south, south to up north.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You cross through Virginia.
That's right.
You got
in some
to.
form of fashion. Or
That's
you
wonderfully
at least
put.
want to, because you want to go to the beach, or you just want to check out the coastal scenery. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying? So it's like being from here is, I'm proud to be from here. I'm proud to keep those legacies going, man.
Well, Hampton is special, man. You mentioned Clips. Shout out to Clips. They got their rollout was one of the most phenomenal rollouts in hip hop history. And when you think about all the talent coming from Hampton, Virginia, you got Chesapeake, Portsmouth, all the talent, local, national talent coming from not just music, sports.
Right.
You got entertainers, you got businessmen. And that's what 80,000 is here, is to connect the culture and really give us credit for what we've been doing for over 3 decades. So, man, it's a pleasure to have you here. Tell me a little bit about the grown man rap. What does that mean to you? That's what your style is often described as.
Yeah.
Tell the audience, tell us the viewers, what does that mean to you, grown man rap?
Man, the grown man rap is, like I said before, standing on business.
Yeah.
I'm in my Big Preme era, boss era.
Boss era.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I give my raps, see my raps and what I spit and the jewels that I put in my raps is, you get the street stuff, you get the street edgy stuff, you get the low down, dirty, grimy stuff of the streets, but you also get, you get the pros and the cons.
Yeah.
I ain't in the business of misleading. I'm in the business of uplifting.
There you go.
So although we come from those environments, you know what I'm saying? We can get out of those environments.
Absolutely, man. Talk about
and
it.
Sometimes the most things that you learn out of life can be through music. That's what I try to give out. I don't try to lead nobody astray out there, especially the young brothers out there. I feel it's a duty and it's a duty of mine to, bring those type of raps. You know what I'm saying? And that's the grown man rap. I'm talking about, taking care of your kids and investing in stocks or reading more, getting into oneself, what I'm saying? Learning knowledge of self, learning different things in life, knowing that it's a world outside of your environment that you currently or seem like you stuck in, but it's stuff out there that you can rise above with, you can use and utilize to rise above. And that's what I try to fill my raps in, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's throwing out new terminology that you may not be up on, but it's been around for years, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, I try to provoke thought.
I love it, man. And I think what I love most about what you just said was you feel like you have a huge responsibility in your music. And that means a lot to me in 80,000 because you're right. There's a lot of music out there where we, for commerce, for money, for gain of earthly things, we're willing to exchange messages that you may not personally be doing yourself.
Right.
But those kids, when they hear that stuff and they go out and think that I can do that and I can do this, and they end up going to jail, get killed, or just not taking care of their families. At some point we got to stop the bleeding. And I love the fact that you talk about entrepreneurship, you talk about leadership, you talk about taking care of your family, and you can still have your entertainment, your swag in there. But as long as the message is coming out where people can walk away something where it can be fruit and knowledge for their spirit, I love that, man.
Yeah, man. It's like you said, especially taking care of the family. Like I got on one of my songs on my album, Watch Out, Black Ice.
That's one of my favorite songs right there.
My joint. Excellence. I start off the rap by, I started off that morning or that day I was watching Westerns with my grandma. I went to, you know what I'm saying? Eating fish, watching Westerns with my grandma. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's real stuff. Like,
that's real stuff.
You know what I'm saying? I go by and check on my family. You know what I'm saying? My elders who raised me, I might go, she loved fried fish, so I pick up a fried fish dinner for her.
That's
and
dope.
While I'm there, I'm chilling with her, I'm watching Westerns with her, just tapping into her world. I believe us as, especially us as we're older now, and that's why I try to instill in my son is like, always remember those who had a special part in your upbringing. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And always look after them. That's how I was raised,
A term you use a lot is called undeniable.
Yeah.
Explain to the audience
undeniable
what that means to you and why is that so important to you, that word, that phrase, and why is it in the context of your raps and who you are. Explain to the audience how important that word is, undeniable.
It's undeniable because that's how I carry myself. You know what I'm saying?
Exclusive.
Everything I do, I want it to be undeniable. I really do. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I feel like in all aspects of life, not just the music, whether it's, you know, how you present yourself, how you come off to people, what people can say good about you when you're not around.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? That means like your persona, your status is undeniable. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I love it.
I hope I don't have a lot of haters, but I hope that any presence or soul that I came across, that they be like, yo, that's a good dude. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
I ain't got nothing bad to say about Preem.
Yeah.
Come on
that's
now.
undeniable. That's living undeniable. You can't be denied.
I love it,
you
man.
You know what I'm saying? And with the raps, it's just the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you hear from me is gonna be undeniable. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna be able to say like, yo, Preem just talking about nothing on this track. Nah, it's undeniable. You hear what he's saying? Like you ain't really tapping in. Like,
You ain't listening. You ain't listening. You ain't listening.
It ain't no question.
You need to play it
the
back.
message you trying to get across.
Right.
So that's your brand that you got on your t-shirt.
Yeah, it's the Undeniable F.A.M gang. Me and my brothers, JB Lynch, BDK, my brother from day one, we started this thing. My man Young Chitty, Undeniable F.A.M gang, my man Mankey. Shout out to my brothers, man. BDK, what up?
What up?
The Food and Mugger, my man JB Lynch. We came up with that together as far as like we was like Block Boss Fam, and then we shortened it to Fam Gang. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that we do is about our family. You know what I'm saying? And we're like a brotherhood in ourselves. I'm talking about these my day ones. Like my man BDK, we go back to 7th grade, and I mean like latchkey kids. Man, looking after each other. Mom's working.
That's your brother.
Shift. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like everything
Sandbox.
we do, when we do this stuff, what we do out here is for our family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we call ourselves Fam Gang because we like a brotherhood in ourselves, and we abbreviate it with FAM because that's food and mugger. That's what we use to provide for our families.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? We provide the food naturally, and the mugger is everything else. It's like, you know, it's almost like guns and butter, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like
I love it.
The food and the mugger, that's what we use. And, you know, it spells out fam. You know what I'm
I love
saying?
it.
Food and mugger. The mugger is like the special things that you do, the little things that go unnoticed, the little things that appreciate in time, and the stuff that they appreciate for a lifetime, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope. That's dope.
Food and mugger.
That's dope. Well, that's dope. So let's switch gears a little bit. You've shared stages with some of the biggest legends in the game. You know, Pusha T, Rakim. Well, tell me your most memorable moment, because here's the deal. Not a lot of people can say that. You know, you have various artists come through, perform, and some people don't get the opportunity. I know back in the day when I was rapping, I've had opportunity to be on stages, but not with some of the greats that you have. What was that experience like, and what was your most memorable moment when you think about that?
Man, it's always a memorable moment. It's hard to say what is the most. I'm still climbing out here, and I want to be even further than what I am.
Yeah.
But those are some accomplishments that I say because my work didn't go unnoticed. I got those opportunities because it was people out there noticing my work.
Yeah.
You know, and what value that I could bring to those shows. So I appreciate the opportunities, and like opening up for Rakim was like
the God MC.
That's like big. Like
that's huge, man.
Huge.
My brother was out there. Like, I grew up on that type of stuff. My brother, shout out to DJ Mike Jones. That's my brother. Same mother.
Shout out Mike Jones.
You know
That's my brother. That's my brother
like,
from a different mother. But go ahead.
But growing up with him, I was unlike a lot of guys that's my age or around my age, man. They might not have the same knowledge on hip hop as I had, but I had my brother, like he's a DJ. So he was, and I tell you, like, if you never in the past you never knew he was gonna be a DJ, but I always knew that was possible because how much music he would have. He would have like shoe boxes of cassettes.
Wow.
And he would be putting me on to this person and that person, and Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, those guys, Chuck D.
Wow.
Those guys was, you know, that stood out while I was trying to listen to MC Hammer or Chris
Right,
Brown. So he
right,
was
right.
Like, man, turn that.
He was
shit
like, forget that.
Like-
Let me show you. Let me show you something for real.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Let me
remember
show you some real
I
hip-hop.
remember that day. He was like, "Yo, man, shut that off." He played some Coogee rap, and I was like, "Yeah, I need to really like tune in." But I was a kid.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we 8 years apart, so it's like
Right.
I really tuned in from there. So opening up for Rakim was a big thing. I think I had won a contest, a rapping contest. And,
Was that here in Virginia or?
Yeah, it was in Virginia. It was at
Okay.
the Nova.
At the
And
Nova, okay.
We was in a cipher. Opening up for Jeezy, opening up for 50 Cent and G Unit. That was a part of Shag Fest. I was a part of Shag Fest for
Wow.
2 years.
Wow.
2 years in a row.
Wow.
So during that time, we opened up for Travis Scott, 50 Cent, Pusha T.
Wow.
They were all on the same card. We opened up for the next year. We opened up for Trey Songz, Diplo.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Shag Fest. They got a variety of
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
artists and
Yes, sir.
genres. So yeah, that was a special thing because Shaggy reached out to us and it was like just seeing the movement of the Undeniable F.A.M.
Right,
gang.
right.
And that's why I say
Gravitating towards the brand.
like the brand, we come through there. He gave us an opportunity to show what we can do. I believe it was in Sidelines in Virginia Beach. I don't know if that place still open, but just us forward thinking. We was like, man, we got to nail this joint. We got an opportunity to get on Shag Fest. We got to nail this. So what we did, of course, they had us selling tickets and stuff like that. But what we did at the time, we bought out the tickets and gave them to everybody who wanted to come from around the way.
Dope, smart.
And we bought a party bus and put everybody. You ain't got to worry about driving. You know how people
Right.
Yeah,
I can't get up there.
yeah.
I ain't go. Yeah.
It's traffic. You know,
Nah,
I don't
right.
really go
Scratch
on that
that.
side of
I don't
want to
get no DUI. That's the main thing.
Exactly.
I'm gonna make it undeniable to show up to my show.
We made it
Right.
undeniable.
There you go.
Exactly.
I
We made
love
it
it.
undeniable.
I love
and
it.
we laced everybody. Those who did buy a ticket, we laced them with a shirt. Or sweatshirt, and we came through there like it was Shaggy called it like this is Wu-Tang type shit. You know what I'm saying? And we've been down with him ever since. Like,
Really?
You know what I'm saying? When we rocked out, he brought us back the next year. You know what I'm saying? So those openings, like those are the ones that really stick out.
Did you learn anything from when you think about opening up for Rakim and 50 Cent and all these big mega stars? Did you have a chance to talk to any of them, or did you learn anything in terms of showmanship? Because a lot of times artists don't know how to have that showmanship and that crowd work to be able to get on stage and hold. Because nowadays people get on stage, and to me, sometimes it's not that entertaining as when you think about old school artists who really know how to work the crowd. Did you learn anything from those artists during that time?
Man, far as performing wise, do your best not to rap over your songs.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Come in there and give them a real concert. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually got some songs where I'm gonna need some of my lyrics in there.
Ad-libs?
Because I do so many songs now.
Yeah.
It's important for artists to always take their craft serious and study other performers.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Crowd control. Not even just in those shows, but I look at award shows or go on YouTube and pull up certain performances, or I may look up Hard Knock Life tour, and just look at the difference and take pieces and things.
Correct.
Crowd control, breath control, spitting your lyrics. Some songs, like I said, you may not be able to spit verbatim all the way, but you got your vocals in the background. Just commanding the stage, acting like it's your house.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
That's dope.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot even when I opened up for Jeezy.
Okay, talk about it.
Just looking at his show is like, man, he had the crowd saying every song, every word.
Every word, every single word.
You know what I'm saying? And that made me think like, dang, I need to add that to my arsenal. Although I'm a, high-powered lyrical artist.
Right.
And people appreciate those bars. But
Yeah.
sometimes we got to do things that, make them sing along.
Kind of slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
I love
Make them
it.
sing along and have them engaged the whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole time. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
you think that what was part of what was missing from the culture of rap for Virginia? Because I know, coming up rapping, I know a lot of guys that I hung around when we rap. We had that melodic flow. We had that flow, and when the South came into the picture, it was like these guys were slowing things down a little bit. Like, hold on. But when you talk about crowd work and participation, sometimes you gotta slow it down. Did that influence a little bit of your style, where you kind of blended a little bit of best of both worlds?
I think in Virginia we get the best of both worlds.
There you go.
As far as hip hop influence when it comes to up north, East Coast style and down south style, it's like a blended thing. And another thing I'm gonna say about that while we speaking about Virginia, it's like we got a mixture of sound, but I really think like the real Virginia sound was given to a lot of other artists.
It was.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
That's a good point. That's a real good point.
When you think about it, that early, whatever Pharrell was doing early, whatever Timbaland was doing early, they was preparing themselves to get in the game somehow.
Yeah.
Right.
And however that was, Missy, with her writing and everything. However that was given to the Jodeci's. With Missy writing and producing, that was given to the Busters, the Jay-Z. So that if you think about that time period, that early 2000, late 90s, 2000, going into the mid 2000s or something, that was a sound where all you heard was a Timbaland or Pharrell.
Right.
But it was, little do the world know, that was Virginia sound.
That was Virginia sound.
That's what I would say. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. And nobody really put it that way. If you look at, there would be, like we were talking about earlier, about there would be how people take a piece of somebody, they make it a little bit better. That in my opinion, there would be no Nicki Minaj without Missy, because Missy is the one who was first singing and rapping, and then also coming up with a alter ego. Missy was the first one really doing that. And then all of a sudden, you saw these other female rappers doing it. Also, if you think about it, Missy Elliott gave really these young ladies out here now the confidence to really break out and be
like
rappers.
like a Lizzo. You didn't have to look a certain way.
That's right. No doubt.
Just quote unquote be a sex symbol.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Like Dolce, like you know what I'm saying. I feel like
she's dope too.
That's a Missy influence. So our sound, when people say what's the Virginia sound, I'm like, it's out here.
It's out here.
You've already treasured it. You've already loved it.
You just gotta tap into
now,
it.
the thing is, us as artists, we just gotta be more thoughtful of working with each other, not
most
against
definitely.
each other.
Most definitely. Yes.
That part.
Uplifting everyone's sound. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's up to us to take it further than where they started. Like Pusha said in a recent interview, he was like, a lot of those early acts had to get out of Virginia, to
pop off,
to pop off,
right.
So I'm not knocking them. They had to, but also at the same time, Jay-Z, Noriega, Busta Rhymes, those cats was coming to look for Virginia. They was coming to look for the Virginia producers.
Yes, they were.
If you have producers like Pharrell, Bink,
Bink,
Knots,
Timbaland,
even the Lex Lugers, they was coming to get more of that sound. And that sound is from Virginia.
That's Virginia.
And what people don't understand too is someone like a Jay-Z, and people be like, man, you tripping. But it's real talk, and you can ask anybody. Back in the day, especially like the early 2000s, it was nothing for you to walk into like a Club Infinities and Jay-Z sitting right there. It was nothing. It was nothing. And what he was doing was, it was nothing for you to go uptown in Denby on the block and Jay-Z right there. And what he was doing was he was picking up the Virginia game and imparting it into his lyrics. It was nothing for me to walk into a Shadows or something. That man, they go Biggie Smalls. They were picking up the genre of Virginia.
I mean,
like you said,
Wu-Tang had a store here.
Come on, now.
Wu-Tang had a store.
You know
They had a Virginia Beach, right?
I was speaking.
Wallows.
I was speaking with.
This is exclusive, y'all.
I met a dude the other night. My bad if I didn't catch his name, but he was rapping, and he had Sun God, which is Ghostface son, on the track. And I was like, how you hook up with Sun
How you
God?
hook up? Yeah, how you hook up with him?
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? He was like, what you mean? I'm from such and such out Virginia Beach. He was like, we came up together. I was like, he came up out here? He's like, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my
You know what I'm
God.
saying?
Yep.
So it was like he grew up out here. He of course he was back and forth New York, Virginia, but at some point Ghostface had his family out here, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
That's dope.
that they all, like you said, they all came to tap in. You know what I'm saying?
man.
Yeah. We're going to switch gears a little bit. What does the term, or how you share stages with a lot of people, but who inspired the formation of UFG, and what does the collective stand for today?
I mean, like UFG, like I said, it was inspired by brotherhood. I mean, we come from playing football together. We come from, our mothers know each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's undeniable, the Undeniable F.A.M gang. And we put gang in our stuff because we wanted to rewrite the meaning of, you know what I'm saying?
The narrative.
The narrative. Change the narrative.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
It wasn't always that.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right,
saying? When
right.
it comes to that stuff, it's what the media puts out there, you know
What
what I'm
they portray it as.
What they portray it as,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And, what was the second part of the question again?
So you have a collective stand with the UFG.
Yeah, the UFG, my
Right.
guys. It's like we do all types of stuff. It's just some of us rap, but we all a brotherhood. Some of us are coaches on your son's football team.
Really,
Right,
y'all work
right.
with the
You
youth.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's what we've always done. Shout out to Sick Mike with the peace rallies and stuff. We've always been a part of those things and stuff like that.
That's dope.
The collective is also a team of mine with my producer Rainmaker.
Okay.
You know, we got it's just like you know how back in the day the Soul Aquariums.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know, the Neo Soul
Yeah.
collective. We like a collective like that of all different types of talents. You know, we got Dorshay, that's a singer-songwriter. She's dope. She give you the vibe of Lauryn Hill mixed with Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? We got my man Lucky, who's an R&B singer and he's a gospel singer. We got my man Mr. J up in Baltimore. He's a singer. Rain is a producer. My man Image is a producer. You got UFG within there. Casso, everybody, DJ Den. You know what I'm saying?
So you got a whole conglomerate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pardon me, my man DJ DRS. Yeah. It's like a little conglomerate. And we from all over Norfolk, Hampton, Suffolk, where all over Virginia Beach, all over 7 cities. So we call ourselves a collective.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? But the F.A.M gang, that's derived right here from Hampton. You know, that's us.
I love it.
Now, when talking to the youth, because again, you talked earlier in the interview about having that responsibility through your lyrics and your messaging. When talking to the youth, how do you separate real from being responsible? Because you know, there's a stigma of real is, hey, you know, I'm gonna go out here and hustle. I'm gonna go out here and do this and do that. But is that real? How do you separate that message to let people know what the true definition of being real, like taking care of your family and being responsible? How do you do that and have that balance?
When I'm speaking with the youth.
Yeah.
Man, and I want to give a shout out to my brother Andre Trigg McGlone. He's a coach at Hampton High.
Shout out.
Just my brother, like just seeing him and how he's involved with the youth and stuff, and how those kids gravitate to him. My brother Jeremy Blunt, who's a coach at Phoebus. I look at those guys. My brother Greg Price, who heads, he's a VP with the Kappa organization. They do a lot of stuff with the youth. Seeing those type of brothers, it pulls me in because, you know, I came up with them. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
just because I do rap music, and like I said, my raps, you know, I give the real to the youth by really giving them my real life experience. You know what I'm saying? You know, I give them the bad and the good of what I've been through, like, and I've been through some bad stuff, and I had good stuff all around me.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to see it then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I had that guidance, you know, if I had that
the guidance,
that foresight,
right?
You know, I would have did a lot of things different, and I did. You know what I'm saying? Because my dad has always been in my life.
Dope.
And my brother Mike Jones. You know, but still, you can get sidetracked and off the rail, sort of say. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And you know, I've been in those kids' shoes, playing sports, having a sports dream, and
right.
And you know, that may not pan out the same way, but I'm still continuing my education.
Right.
I'm a college graduate. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Y'all make some noise for that.
Yeah. I mean, my life, you know, like I've grown up in the hood and I've seen a lot of crazy things. I'm talking about crazy things happen to me.
Yeah.
Some things that you know, give you PTSD. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. Yeah.
I say in the rap, I got PTSD when my mom paid rent. Like, you know what I'm saying? When my mom paid rent. Like, it's like you grew up in those things, and even having my mom as an inspiration, like she, you know, even have her as an inspiration as a mother, grinding and getting out of that situation, and always giving me knowledge. Yeah. So the knowledge that I get from my parents and those that I look up to, I try to give it to my peers or the youth, because they not getting it. I'm blessed to have it from a special place. I'm blessed to have this person that I can learn from. Yeah. And it's all about passing your blessings, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, you can't gatekeep on the jewels, especially when you see kids going in your same steps. And that's why I try to be with my sons as well, you know, my kids.
Well, that's dope, because I mean, you're right. You brought up PTSD, and a lot of people don't know, man. I grew up on Shell Road, and you know, the guys I hung around, I was just blessed to have one good friend who saw a little bit different than me, and said, "Look, I don't want you doing the stuff that your cousins and these other guys doing, because I see something a little bit different in you." And you know, when I reflect back on the things I went through, you're right, it was some traumatic times, but I didn't know it then when I was a kid, because I was in it. When I look back now, I'm like, damn, how did I survive that?
I mean, we always thought that we could, even though people would tell us like it's bad going down that path, we always felt like, we got it. Right. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when you get hit with certain stuff, you really don't got it. You gotta sometimes rely on those people who told you in the get-go, like, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah. And usually those people who told you, they walk down that path. Exactly. So I just try to really, with a sense of urgency, like, tell these kids, I know you're gonna think that you got it. I know that you're gonna try to figure it out in your own way. Right. And it's hard to listen to somebody that's not walking in your shoes, but I've walked those shoes.
Right, and they can relate to you.
Exactly. There you go. That's why I try to, you know, keep it in grown man rap.
There you go.
That's dope.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Love it.
You talked a little bit earlier about your brother Mike Jones. Tell the audience a little bit about your cousin, Rhyme Fiend.
My cousin
and how he influenced and shaped you.
Man, he was one of those guys, like I said, it's crazy because he you know, since kids, him and my brother, like, always been with me. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. I was like one of the younger cousins. I'm my brother's younger brother. So I these are guys that probably was babysitting me. Like,
okay.
Watching.
Right.
It's like, and just watching them, you know, being older than me, I hung on to a lot of stuff. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But my cousin Rhyme Fiend, who's no longer here with us, God bless his soul.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
But he was an inspiration to me as far as just a cool guy, man. Just like, he has a spirit and a soul that if it's hard to find. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody loved him. He made everybody laugh. Nothing was too crazy with him because they just knew that's Tyrone. Right. His real name Tyrone Highsmith.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that was just him, man. He would put a smile on everybody's face. He would make every situation, whether if it was the worst, he would make the best out of it.
He would make it better.
Yeah, he would make it better instantly.
No matter what circumstance, no matter what he's going through.
Exactly.
He always still exuded that love, and you felt that presence when he walked in the room.
Man, wow,
man, that's dope.
And he really loved me. Like, so I always appreciated that. Just same with my brother, I really seen that they really loved me, and they wanted me to be the best version of myself. But my cousin Ron Fiend, he was a part of Crew Thick, Nova.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Being around here, that's, Iverson and those guys.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So seeing him early with Iverson and going to All-Star games and being with those guys, because they all went, some of them all went to Bethel, and just hearing his name from other people, and I'd be like, that's my cousin, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wow.
And he was like one of those guys, like, I hear people talk about his rap style. It was like he was on his way to being like a Andre 3000 type of rapper, or
really,
you know, like he had those styles like Phil Mob. He was early with his style and his words and the way he used them, and he really, like, me being a student of the game and just always being a writer. Like, that's one thing about me in school. My English teachers loved me. Like, I used to write essays, poems.
Really?
Like, that's my early, you know what I'm saying? And
is that pre-rap?
That's dope.
I would say that's pre-me rapping, but it's like if you take how good I was as a writer and my love for music, the two was naturally gonna naturally spawn
anyway.
An artist.
Yeah.
You know, I'm that little kid at the family reunions that was winning dance contests. I wasn't scared to perform in front of anybody, or I was that kid that they picked in the school plays to be the lead. I wasn't scared to perform. I wasn't scared to say a Frederick Douglass speech in school. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So
I love it.
You know what I'm saying? So just like that was me in school. And then, like, you know, of course I would go back to the hood and see all the foul stuff that's going on around. But I always, you know, kept a balance of like I gotta get further in life. You know what I'm saying? But Ron Fiend was one of those guys because he was great in school. He was also a rapper. He was going to college. We both went to Virginia State. And I remember he took off like a semester or two a year just because he was traveling the world with Iverson, and they was really trying to pop off that Crew Thick thing.
Yeah, the Crew. I remember
you know
that.
What I'm saying?
Yep.
And you know, he inspired me. It's like I could really do something with this because I'm seeing him on CD covers, like the real CD joints, like and you could pull out the the CD
the
fold
up
joints, and
old school.
That's old school. A lot of cats don't know about that. We got digital, but that's old school.
While you listening to it, you looking and that's what make you appreciate the music even more.
Oh man, I miss those. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Music isn't digested the same.
No, it ain't, because we used to get the cover, get the CD just for the cover, and before you even listen to the music, you go through the covers, you look at the producer.
You never know what's in there either. You might get a poster in there. You might
get anything in there.
You might get like a comic book layout, depending on what.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff that's missed too.
It's missed. Did you know Wookie and Pookie from Bethel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I said, these guys, I would be like the little cuz that was. That day, my cousin, he was watching me. Or I had to get dropped off at his house because my mom had to do something, or my dad had to do something. So I'm with him the whole day. So you know what I'm saying. So and then I may be so young, he might not even like what I got on. And like, man, throw this on. You gotta look cool, man. You gotta, you know what I'm saying. So I'm walking around like them. And I would just remember going, 76th Street. That's where we grew up at anyway.
Yeah.
Back when it was Paula Maria, and that's where me and Mike Jones grew up at.
Really?
I grew up. I moved up out Brittany and Sweetbriar.
Okay.
Aberdeen Way and stuff. But and then my cousin.
Some names, boy.
My cousin.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, my cousin was in that Lewis Road area. Like, he was in that area with those guys. So I remember Pooh and Wookie. I think they stayed off of Big Bethel.
Yeah. They used to rap in the hallways with me all the time. I admired those guys when I went to Bethel, man, watching those guys just rap. And it was just, they were like rap guys to me back then, man.
Yeah, me too. Like, you know what I'm saying?
telling you, Wookie and Pookie were dope.
Like, and being around my cousin Ron Fiend, Tyrone Highsmith, and our families knew each other. Shout out to Ron and Nalo.
Oh yeah, Saron Gibson and they.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know
me and
what I'm
Saron, we used to have drawing contests.
So
back
those
in the
guys,
day, man.
I'm looking up to those guys.
Oh my God.
They playing Aberdeen
Yes.
sports, Aberdeen football together, Aberdeen
Yup.
Raiders. They grow into these musical monsters.
Man.
And that's like, I'm looking at all that. I'm like, now I'm playing for Aberdeen.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? Now I'm developing my love for music due to my brother and my cousin. And I'm a great writer. I see that I'm a great writer. I'm being told that, and I'm like, I could do this. Like the whole time I'm trying to be Michael Jordan.
Right.
Or I'm trying to be Barry Sanders, Emmitt Smith on the sports team. But I'm like, I can actually try to be a rapper. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can actually rap this stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? And hearing like guys like Nas and like I said, the Rakims, the Coogee Raps, the Gurus. Like, I'm like, those are Ghostface. Those are guys that I'm taking pieces and stuff from, you know.
Wow,
I love it.
That's
I love
dope,
it.
man.
You got several aliases.
Yeah.
How do they reflect different parts of you as an artist? I know you got Preme. What else you got?
Preme, I mean, I'm gonna tell you like this: in the music, you'll know what alias I'm on.
Okay.
when you listen to the music,
all right,
like if it's like I said, if those raps full of jewels, you gonna hear this. You know, I'm Preme Elohim. I'm speaking to somebody out there.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
Gotcha.
speaking to some kid out there.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
yo, I did that, and
Yep.
this the outcome, and now we on this.
Right,
You
right,
know what
right.
I'm saying? It's like I wanna speak godly. You know what I'm saying? Big Preme. That's just the all around me. I told y'all about that, but what's another alias? El Primo. That's
El Primo.
Yeah,
I
that's
like the El Primo joint.
the El Primo. That's
Where that come from?
That's the big boss.
Okay.
That's the big
I like
boss.
that.
That's the big
You know what I'm
boss. Yeah. That's what you smoking the cigar.
That's the leader. That's the cool.
Yeah.
That's when you got to come kiss the ring, right?
That's the leader of men. That's
There
the
you
leader
go.
of men.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
So when you think about your style, you know, you got two different generations. You got a younger generation coming in, and then you got our generation. How are you bridging the gap between the two? Have you thought about that? Is that
how I bridge the gap is, first of all, I don't try to act like I'm already levels above them.
there you
Wow.
go.
You know what I'm
there you
saying?
go.
Wow.
I just try to be real with them, be me, be mook with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But bridging the gap is with the hip hop generations is like you'll be surprised. I got a cousin, my cousin EBE Castro, me and DJ Mike Jones' cousin. He's a young cat, and you know, like I said, like how I was looking up to Mike Jones and Ron Fiend, my cousin, he was looking up to me the whole time.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? And my man EBE Castro, I do songs with him. I hang out with him and his guys. You know what I'm saying? When I hang out with him and his guys, they wild, they young boys, but
They YNs?
they like,
YNs.
I don't know the age. What's the age group for YNs?
Man, I don't know.
These guys
know.
like
I would say between 20 and 25.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
age
yeah,
group right
yeah.
there.
I would say they
Yeah.
like. I would say by now they like mid-20s, late 20s.
Okay,
So
okay.
But still, they my young guys. And
Yeah.
like even when I'm with them, you know, I be like, man, you wildin', man. Hey, look, I see you drinking and everything, but look, drink some water. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
yeah,
Come
yeah.
on, Preme. Come on,
Look,
Preme.
man, you take your sea moss today, like you know what I'm saying?
Balance it out.
It's
Balance
like-
it out.
it's like
Facts.
It's like stuff like although I'm gonna have my time with them, I'm gonna feed them little
Yeah,
Gems,
jewels,
right?
right?
Yeah,
dropping
nuggets.
You know what I'm
seeds,
saying?
dropping jewels.
I be proud too because I see they already on some of this stuff. You'd
Right.
be surprised like the stigma that the media puts on these young dudes.
Yeah.
It's not all of them. And it's not even the majority, I believe.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? A
Right.
majority
It's one
of
bad
them,
apple and it's making
Yeah,
the
because-
whole bunch look crazy.
Right.
What I've learned, I was blessed, like I said, I was blessed to have my dad teach me all different types of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Different types of religions and stuff like that. And it's
Okay.
like, they all don't have that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like I still like to read because I was in our generation, we didn't have phones to look up stuff. We was reading it.
Right.
And you know, when you can read stuff on phones, but you know when you reading something, it's ingrained in your brain.
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
And we had to write everything. When
We
you
had to
write,
write.
everybody don't write down. When you write down plans, you more than likely
you gonna
achieve
act
them.
through.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because you mentally,
you physically
putting it in
engulfed
your you putting it in your brain.
Yep.
Like, this is what I'm doing. You
That's
know what
right.
I'm saying? So it's like those guys, I be proud of them because a lot of them, they got kids and they on the right paths. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of young dudes out there, they on the right path. It's just that, you know, it's certain pockets, of course, because of the environments they in. That what gets the exposure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
well, the negativity is more entertaining to the world.
Right.
So it kind of puts a blemish on what's really happening. That's what 80,000 is doing, bringing that to the forefront.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you think about your success, you know, your career, your fans, your creative process, you know, what's next for the brother?
What's next for me? Anything God has for me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's what's next for me.
Wow.
Far as project wise, I'm right now, just to let the people know, go to my discography on whatever platform you choose to use. But it's Big Preme. I got an album out right now. My latest album that's out is Story for Another Day, produced by Point Guard.
Shout out.
Shout out to Ilian Roswell. Also got some production up there. But far as my next project, I'm still putting out work from that, content and videos. My next project that I'm working on, it's a few of them. For the Love of God, what I'm doing with Rainmaker.
Okay.
I plan on dropping that. It's gonna be a volume 1 and volume 2.
Dope.
I may drop both volumes on the same day.
You're not. No, you're not.
Yeah,
No, you're not.
I may do that.
So you do a lot of visuals too. So
Yes, he does.
I've had a chance to sit down and watch your visuals.
Visuals are key. Not to cut your question off, but if you expect everybody to go out here and search you and click on your name and really sit there and listen, you better hope it's like only a real music lover is going to do that. A person that really want to digest music the proper way.
Right.
But you got a lot of people on the go and they always on this.
That's it. They always
you know
on
what
that.
I'm saying? So
that part.
the content, you got to be up on that. I have a lot, but I wish I could do more.
Okay.
You know, it's always, of course, when time permits, but it's like I gotta double up on that. But content is really like, because I have stuff out that's been out, and then once I put out a content video or video for it, they're like, yo, you killed that, man.
Going crazy.
I'd be like, you know, that was out like 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's old.
But they didn't appreciate it till they saw the visual.
And so you see the visual. They love to see it now.
So how much of your creative expertise goes into those visuals? Are you full hands on deck, or are you getting
full
feedback?
Hands on deck.
Okay.
Because I'm a student. You got a lot of guys out here. I'm not talking about my videographers, but you got a lot of guys out here that they get the equipment and all they really know how to do is just press record. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I hate to say they robbing people, but it's like and anything that you do, you got to be a student of the game.
Student of the game, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you say like the ideas, I'm full hands on deck because I'm grabbing ideas from what I see out there in the world, from different genres, different artists, and how they put stuff together. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could be in the forest somewhere and had the camera pan out, and that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't always have to be flashing this and flashing,
you don't.
You know what I'm saying? Or guns and money and all that stuff. Nah, like simple.
Creative.
Less is more sometimes.
Yeah.
So I try to grab it all types of creative ways, and I bring it to my videographers. I even show them examples like, see, how can we formulate something like this? You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
Because, you know what I'm saying, not only I'm seeing this from a worldly aspect, but a lot of people that's right here around me, they don't see that.
Right.
So I try to bring that
to this
area,
right.
to Virginia. You know,
I'm gonna show you something you ain't seen before.
At the same time, I'm bringing that to Virginia, and I'm bringing Virginia to the world. Now you seeing it.
I love it
in a Virginia dude aspect. You know what I'm saying? Artist aspect. You know
I love it. Showing people something that they never seen before.
Yeah, I try to do my own. I try to do as much. Now I appreciate it when videographers or producers they come with their ideas. I love that because everything you seen, as far as my videos, has been my ideas.
Okay.
My direction.
Yeah.
My storyline and writing the treatment. Everything else, as far as the editing parts and the effects.
Yeah.
That comes from the videographer and stuff.
But it's got a vibe to it, though. I mean,
Thank you.
I've had a chance to really engulf myself in your content, and what I like about it, it's got a vibe, and that's kind of like even when I'm doing editing with the show, I'll sit on one project for hours until I get. If I don't get the vibe, then I walk away. Like I told Stefan, I'll get something to drink, come back. I gotta get that vibe.
Yeah.
I gotta feel something, and that's what I feel when I'm watching and when I'm listening to your content.
Appreciate it, brother.
No
Appreciate
doubt,
it, man.
no doubt.
Well, we're gonna play a little game real quick. Play greatest of all time.
Yes, sir.
I'm playing this on all our sitcoms and all our episodes. And
Come on with that.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do
I
it.
want you to put your seatbelt on.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
get your popcorn out and let's go. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So greatest of all time. We talking about overall impact. Okay. Overall catalog.
Yeah.
Overall what they have done for the community, for the game, everything. You put everything in one box.
Yeah.
And who's the greatest of all time? You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Michael Jordan.
The greatest of all time.
Hold on. Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Here we go.
LeBron James. Allen Iverson. Kobe Bryant. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh my God.
Bill Russell. Greatest of all time.
You already know my.
You got the J's on. You got the J's on. Okay, why? Why? Tell us about it. Why?
I was born in 1984. He was drafted in 1984.
That's the first time I had an answer like that. That's the first time, Stefan.
First time.
We on this journey together.
Okay.
I love it. I
You know what I'm
love it.
saying?
I love it.
Nah, man, that's who I seen though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Now those guys on the list, if you don't mind, I like to elaborate.
Go
on
ahead.
those
Yes, sir.
guys,
That's
they
what it's
mean to
about.
me. But Mike is the greatest because I seen it with my own two eyes.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I seen it. And I'm seeing a lot of other things after that with my own two eyes that's great.
Right.
But what I seen him do, and I'm
Yeah.
sure you guys
Yeah.
Of course.
can contest to it.
Of course.
When you think he out, he ain't.
Yep.
When, he just demands, like, the court presence. Like, yo, man, Mike Jordan was doing stuff we seen for the first time.
Yeah.
And he was doing a lot of stuff that we seen for the first time that still ain't been duplicated. The cultural impact with the shoes.
Yes.
That's never going to end.
Never.
Yeah. And just the will and determination to
Wow.
win.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Now,
Okay.
Kobe is a mirror image in my eyes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he's great in his great in his own way. LeBron is great. Like LeBron, I got a connection with LeBron because it's like I think like when LeBron got drafted, I was going to college.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, we you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like
it's a connection
it's
there.
a connection.
that's
You know what I'm saying?
connection.
So I'm following LeBron like we about the same age. So it's like I'm seeing him coming out of high school around the same time.
Right.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it's
Okay.
like that's a connection and seeing everything that was put on his back at a young age and he really rose to those expectations and beyond.
Right.
Yeah.
That puts him in the tier in his own category. Like Michael Jordan is the greatest I've seen do it, and LeBron is the greatest I've seen do it for a long, long time.
Long time.
I'm talking
Gotcha.
about since high school.
Right.
You know,
Wow.
he's been considered the best. You know what I'm saying? So,
Wow.
and then AI, like, man, this
That's like the culture right
Hampton,
there,
Newport
boy.
News, man.
Yeah, man.
How can you not be proud to be from here
Man.
with a
Yes.
guy like AI
That's
that's
right.
known all
Bubba
over the
Chuck.
world? Like a culture cultural setter. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
right.
Trendsetter for the NBA and the world.
That's right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
Like, I remember being over my cousin Tyrone Rakim house, his older brother Terry. Like, I remember I'm going to their house for the weekend. I'm be like, normally like, we in the game, we in the house playing, man, we gonna order pizzas and everything. I see them getting dressed. I'm like, where y'all going? I'm young. I'm a young kid. At this time. I'm like, where y'all going? We going to see Bubba Chuck. They tying up their shoes. We going to see Bubba Chuck. I'm like, as a kid, I'm like, who is
Bubba Chuck? Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm starting to see that, like, oh man, like, and I see his rise. You know what I'm saying? And like, so he's like, and then for his size, like, he's a giant,
pound for pound.
He's a giant in the game,
right?
And but the smallest,
right? You know
what I'm saying? It's like,
but still a giant.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. So even like, just watching him, like, you learn to play. Like, I was an athlete myself. You learn to play with that grit.
Yeah.
You learn to take bumps and bruises, because that's all AI did, and kept going full 100 miles per hour.
Wow.
The other guys like Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell.
Yeah.
I appreciate all their contributions.
Gotta
as
appreciate.
well.
Gotta appreciate.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they're leaders. You know what I'm saying? And although I didn't watch their games, but I was a student of the game, because at one point in time I thought I could make it to the NBA. So that's why I said, anything you do in life, you got to be a student of.
Got to be a student.
You gotta
know
be
what
a
I'm saying?
student.
You gotta go do your research on those guys.
Absolutely.
You know
All
what
right.
I'm saying?
Got two more.
All right.
Greatest of all time. And this is overall impact. And we just talking straight high school. That's it.
Let's go.
We're not talking about nothing beyond
Strap on the
college.
seatbelt.
We ain't talking about, you know, we just talking about high school athletics. We ain't talking about nothing they done in the streets or nothing they done accomplished. We ain't talking about none of that. We just talking about high school overall category, greatest of all time. You ready?
Right.
All right.
Let's go.
Michael Vick. Allen Iverson. Joe Smith. Woo. Ronald Curry. Greatest of all time.
I knew you was gonna say that.
Sorry to put the pressure on you, Free, but you can only pick one.
It's no pressure. It's no pressure.
Okay, no pressure. No pressure.
at all.
Okay.
Again,
Okay.
I'm going what I seen with my own eyes.
With your own eyes. Okay, talk
And
about
I
it.
seen those guys. Don't get me wrong. After they told me about Bubba Chuck, hey, take me to the next game.
Okay.
So I seen that.
Right. Right.
I seen Joe Smith. I didn't see a lot of Joe Smith. He was on the other side of the water.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I mean,
Norfolk,
like,
Norfolk.
right,
Yep.
right.
you hear about it and you see it on the news and stuff. And then I seen one year when, I think this was between Chuck going to Georgetown or something, they did a Pro-Am game out Hampton University.
Yep.
So I seen Joe Smith then.
Right.
And I seen Ronald Curry in that game.
Right.
But Ronald Curry, man, I'm a Hampton crabber. I seen it with my own eyes. I was at
Hold on.
So who's your greatest all time?
high school.
Yeah.
High school.
Ronald Curry.
He is.
See,
I gotta get him. That's my cousin.
Talk
that's
about
your
it.
cousin. I seen it with
Talk
my own
about
eyes.
it. Talk about it.
My boy BDK, his real name Tyrone Dustin, but he grew up with Ron and Muffin. They families, they was like cousins.
I just now found out that's my cousin, and the whole time because we call him Stinker when he was a kid, and he was Jamel Dennis is my first cousin.
Right.
He played for Phoebus. He got killed.
Okay.
I only found out because I was doing some research, and my aunt Squeaky, who is Jamel's mom, is my aunt.
Yeah.
And Ronald Curry was at the in front of the gravestone, and I'm like, I called my cousin. He's like, yeah, Ronald Curry's a cousin. I just found out like 3 weeks ago.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
So go ahead
man.
what you were saying though. Sorry to interrupt.
Man, that's
you.
why I try to connect our kids more, because it's a
See?
lot of
See?
it's a lot of cousins out here. And
Yup.
and just not to go off sidetrack.
No, you good.
I think a lot of issues in our community can be solved just by that. You don't know, like these young boys, they don't know who they beefing with. They don't know that they
Oh my
beefing.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And when the stuff goes down, you be like, that's such and such baby boy, or that's such and such nephew.
Exactly.
Why they won't connect it to know not to hate each other? That's
That's a whole different man. You
know what I'm saying?
You just dropped a jewel.
That's a jewel.
You just
Yeah, and
dropped a jewel.
also not only for that, but just to better each other. It's always good to know each other because you never know when you're gonna cross that path and you may need somebody. But that's how a lot of things work out around
That's
here.
it's
You know what I'm
crazy,
saying?
man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ron C is the greatest. I seen it with my own eyes. As an 8th grader, I was playing JV for Hampton High.
Okay.
Oh my God.
And I never forget this.
Uh-oh.
He was a senior at the time. But we used to catch the bus from Lindsay Middle School, or we used to walk from Lindsay to Hampton High for our practice.
Okay.
So one day we arrive and we walking up to Hampton. We see NFL Films truck.
Really?
Uh-oh.
This dude had NFL Films at Hampton High following him around for the day.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
As a high
my
schooler.
God.
Now you remember NFL
Exclusive,
Films?
y'all.
Yeah.
That
was big time.
That's
That
how
was-
we learned the game.
Yes.
Right, that was
watching
big
You know what I'm
time.
saying? Like,
Yes, that was
so
big
it's like
time.
they was at the school
That's
watching
crazy.
him. They was
Exclusive.
Like they had, and then we watched it later. They had a segment on it. Now, if you look, I'm sure it got to be on YouTube.
No, you can look it up.
Yeah,
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 I've
yeah.
watched it several times.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was
yes.
seeing this from my own eyes. I
Yes.
mean, like, as a father now, my kids get a lot of stuff that I didn't get as a kid, but I try to get them to do things that I did as a kid,
Yes.
so they have an experience on it.
Say that again, Preem, for everybody, because they need to hear that again. Say that
My kids, they got a lot of stuff, and they're privileged kids, and they got stuff that I didn't have as a kid, but I still want them to do stuff that I did as a kid.
Yes. Wow.
As far as like catching the bus.
Yep.
And that's what I was leading to.
Yeah.
It's like I taught them how to catch the bus to their practices, just so you'll know how to do it. Although you have this person and that person to depend on for rides,
Right.
But learn how to do this, because if you without one day, you'll know
You'll
how
be
to
all
do
right.
it. You know what I'm saying?
That independence.
But back to
Love it.
I'm
Gems,
sorry to
y'all.
keep going off track, but it's
No,
I
I
love
love
it.
it.
stuff.
It's you
Gems.
good.
80,000. This is what we
That's
all
what we
about
all
here.
about.
Yeah, it keep reminding me of stuff, but
Wow.
we used to catch the bus at that age to go see Ron play. And I'm talking about packed out. We luckily, we played JV, so we got free passes to get in, but
Wow.
I'm talking about packed out Darling Stadium every time this man played. And every time he got the ball, the crowd, like the crowd be like, like you hear it in the crowd, like, what he about to do?
Yes.
And he usually 9 times out of 10 he was doing it.
He do it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like he was that guy, man. I mean, like, I'm talking about Chuck was that guy too. But at the rate, the records that Ronald Curry was breaking, and then I seen him, he was playing against Vic, so I couldn't have picked Vic because Vic was doing his thing too. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
He didn't have the squad like Ron. I mean, it was some players on that squad with Ron.
Absolutely,
You know what I'm saying? But
absolutely.
even though he had a squad, he was still like levels above
All of them.
all of them.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, it was something to see, man.
That's
Like,
crazy work.
When you think you got him in this corner and he just somehow get out of that and take it to this side of the field, that side, and at the end of the day score, like, and he may jogging. He may not even put on his full speed in the middle of that play. He might be, and then turn it on, and to get the score. He was just his arm. I see him back up. He'd be at the 20 and launch that jump accurately too, like straight spiral on the
Ronald
ball.
Curry is top of the list, I think, of any football player that's ever played. Undoubtedly the best high school football player I've ever seen.
Every game like a playoff game.
One of the all-time classics in Hampton Road.
Like, so just being in that Hampton High environment, those practices, he was like a godlike figure then. Like he was, like he'd be walking through the hallways and all we'd be like,
oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we seen it as kids coming up playing rec league, and now we in the building with him. Like, he about to take off the college and stuff. Man, Gatorade Player of the Year in both sports, football and basketball. Then to see, he brought the with his notoriety, he bought the McDonald's All-American Dunk Contest.
Yep.
And
to
the classic.
to the school.
And the classic.
And then brought the game
It's
to
never been
Norfolk
done.
State. And it was a lot of great players that went on. Tayshaun Prince that went on to win NBA championship on one of the best Detroit teams, Corey Maggette. Ronald Curry was the MVP of the game.
Dang.
In basketball.
My God.
I always thought he was a better football player.
Yeah.
But he was holding his own in basketball. It's like, and then, of course, the college career, it didn't pan out like the way we envisioned it.
Right.
But he was still holding his own in there. He went to the Final Four with Tar Heels, made the Tar Heels football program a formidable name. You know what I'm saying? Ronald Curry
I got two more.
Okay.
I got two more. I'm trying to rush through it, but we got two more, and I want you to give you a reason why too as well. Okay.
Gotcha.
Are you ready?
Gotcha.
All right. And we talking about overall impact.
Mm-hmm.
We talking about girls. We talking about sports. We talking about your experience in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Overall impact, greatest of all time. You ready?
Gotcha.
All
Let's
right.
go.
Warwick High School, Heritage High School, Phoebus, Hampton High, Big Bethel. Greatest of all time.
The best high school?
Greatest of all time.
Hold on.
And you talking about overall over
We
the
talking
last,
about the greatest school or the greatest athlete or person to come from the school?
we talking about overall impact. I'm talking about who got the finest girls, this is what I'm telling you. Who had the most impactful talent come out of that school?
Everything. Full
Sports,
package.
full
everything.
package,
Academics,
everything.
education.
Greatest education, smarts. Who had the best teachers? Who was the school you just had to go to the game? The greatest of all time, 757, greatest of all time. Name the high school. Woo!
Sheesh. That's tough. I would say all of them got all the schools had beautiful ladies.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I let everybody else debate who had more, but I got love for all the ladies.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. All right.
yeah.
But we ain't talking about just that.
Not
We
just
talking
that,
about
not just
overall
that.
impact, everything.
Overall
You put everything
package.
together.
We gotta pick one.
In a cookie jar, you gotta pick one high school.
Pick one. I know it's hard. Pick one. That's what the show is all about.
Before I pick one, I gotta give a nod to Ferguson.
To Ferguson, okay. Why? Why are you giving a nod to Ferguson right now?
I just always gotta give shouts to those who came before me and my family.
Gotcha.
So Ferguson, I think it was the birth of Michael Vick, right?
Yep.
He started out at
He started
Ferguson.
there. Yep. Then
And
went to Ward. Yep.
Ferguson also is where my uncle Larry Bethea graduated from, who's a first round draft pick with the Cowboys, played with Roger Staubach.
I didn't know that.
What?
What?
Exclusive.
Yeah.
You talking about Anthony?
No,
Not
Antoine. Antoine played with me. Me
Okay.
and Antoine came out together. He played for Denby. I played for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but my uncle Larry Bethea, this is back in the 70s.
Okay,
gotcha.
You know, he played for the Cowboys in the 70s.
Gotcha.
He played with the team Tony Dorsett,
Gotcha.
Roger Staubach,
Yeah.
Drew Pierce.
That's
Yeah.
exclusive.
Yeah.
That's exclusive, y'all.
Exclusive, y'all.
He went from Ferguson to Michigan State. He played with Tony Dungy there.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, so and that's why and give you another backstory on that. I have another cousin who was kind of like in the same age group with my uncle that I was telling you about, but he was an NFL writer.
Okay.
And that was one of the things that made Tony Dungy look for Antoine is because of that name Bethea.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not. It's not confirmed that I'm actually related to Antoine, but that Bethea name, you know, that's definitely in my blood. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Most
Yes,
South
sir.
Carolina. Now, I'll be going off track, but I just had to get.
No, you
it's good.
you stalling a little bit too. I want to know though. I
Yeah,
want to know.
yeah.
You stalling, but go ahead.
No, Ferguson. Yeah, I got.
You gave a shout out to Ferguson.
That's where
Okay,
my uncle came
get to the point. Greatest of all time. High school.
That's a tough one.
It's tough.
That's a tough one
It
because
is.
you got Hampton, Kickintan, Phoebus,
It is.
Bethel. Did you say Kickintan?
Yeah, I said kick it
Okay.
to I said kick it.
Gosh, you ain't right for that. You should have made it like two or three.
Just overall, I'm
Overall.
gonna say what I see. I'm gonna go with Hampton, man.
You go with Hampton High
I got
School.
the Grabbers.
Hampton High.
Okay.
Okay.
I was there. I mean, you talk about Ronald Curry, you gotta talk about Marcus Higgins.
Yes,
Okay.
you do.
Um,
Yes, you do. That's my brother. Shout out to Marcus, man.
Muffin
I love
Curry.
you, Marcus.
Muffin Curry.
Muffin.
He went on and had a legendary career from UVA into the Canadian Football League.
Okay.
Sure did. Sure
Yep.
did.
We even had Elton Brown.
Yep.
one year,
Yep. Elton Brown,
Yeah,
NFL.
Elton Brown.
Yep.
And I was a part of Elton Brown getting to Hampton, you know.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. We used to be in this program called Upward Bound. It was like a college preparatory program at Hampton University,
Okay.
which is no longer funded by the government. It's one of those things that should be, because it gave me a lot of jewels. I didn't think I was going to go to college until my mom begged and desperately pleaded for them to accept me.
Oh, wow.
So I would say Hampton, man. It's just what I seen, the championships. You know, even just playing for Hampton and going off to college and seeing all the different kids from Northern Virginia or wherever, DC, they was even knowing about Hampton.
Wow.
Because, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Ronald Curry and all that
Right,
stuff.
right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But shout out to all those schools. I mean, shoot, you can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong.
Of course, I would expect anybody to rep where they actually went to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, most
You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
But you can't go wrong with those schools. It's stars and notable people
Yes,
from
it is.
all those schools.
Yeah.
I played with Gerard Mayo, who's coaching and
Boy, you is
coaching
name
the NFL.
dropping. Boy, I love it. You is name dropping. And by the way, we're gonna interview. We got Elton Brown on deck. We getting ready to interview him.
Elton Brown,
you know what I'm saying? That's my man.
He went to a few
That's
of
my
those
man.
high schools, even
Yeah.
Bethel.
Yeah.
Bethel,
That's my brother.
My man Jimmy Williams, who was with Hampton first.
Yeah.
He only went to Bethel his senior year, but still, he came out of Bethel.
Wow.
Tony Rutland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tony Rutland.
Bubba
Yep.
Chuck.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
So
hard.
that's why Bethel's for me. That's what school I
it's
went
hard.
to.
It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, greatest of all time. And Preem, you can't be partial.
Yeah.
You can't be partial. You can't lean towards one or the other.
Right.
You just overall greatest of all time. You ready?
Right.
All right. You got it?
Let's go.
You can't be partial, none of that. All right. Greatest of all time. DJ Rick G's.
Uh-oh.
Jack of Spades. DJ Curren.
Oh, my gosh.
DJ Fonts.
Woo.
DJ Mike Jones. Greatest of all time.
Why did you do that?
Why'd you do that? You ain't right, man.
Man, yeah, he ain't right for
He
that.
ain't right, man.
Man, there's no way out of question, DJ Mike Jones.
Okay. Okay.
That's my brother. Hey, yo, you wouldn't get Preem without Mike Jones.
Wow.
That's my brother. For those who don't know, that's my brother. That's my love. Y'all not gonna get me teary-eyed talking about him. But
Are you good?
Nah, man.
That's what this show is about,
nah,
bro.
That's my guy. I mean, let alone the DJ, and if I can,
Yeah.
because when you go to any of his parties, man, it really is an experience.
It is. It really is an experience. Yes, sir.
Now, DJ Curren, I want to get my story on, you know what I'm saying? Like, DJ Curren is my guy.
Okay.
If Mike Jones won't in this conversation, if y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Because y'all did a lot of radio DJs. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
he
yeah,
doesn't.
yeah.
But if Mike Jones won't in this conversation, I would go with Curren.
Really?
Okay.
Curren has always shown me love from the get-go. He's always been approachable before I even first had a solid relationship with him. He was always one of those DJs that was approachable as far as like playing your stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then just being that kid, that student of the game, listening to the late night shows on 103 Jams.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
I was that kid that was dubbing my own mixtapes when they played certain stuff. And DJ Curren would always lace with the exclusive stuff that we love from most of our artists that was, you know, in New York and stuff. And just remembering those type of shows. And what's crazy is DJ Curren is my engineer.
Exclusive.
Right now. So it's like full circle. Like, he's my engineer. Like,
Wow.
I'm going to see him later tonight.
That's
for
dope.
a studio
Dope.
session, you know what I'm saying? But DJ Mike Jones is my favorite DJ of all time because my musical sense came from him.
Okay.
You know, my sense of music, my knowledge of music. I call, to my peers,
Yeah.
I call myself a hip hop historian now because a lot of this stuff that I know that they didn't know, they didn't have a brother like DJ Mike Jones, you know what I'm saying? Or a cousin like Ron Fiend. It's like, yo, you got to know this is going on. This is what's
listen to
going
this.
on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'd be going to school like, yo, y'all ain't know this how they came up with that. You know what I'm saying? It's like different. You know, and I was getting it from my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he had all the cassettes. I realized how serious real hip hop is when this is a quick story.
Yeah,
my brother,
ahead, Take your time. Take your time.
So we out the neighborhood out 76th Street, Paul and Maria. We in the back playing basketball. One of his best friends, Carlos. We got the boom box out. This back in the day. I'm a little kid. We got the boom box out there. They playing on the basketball court. I'm playing, and I was dribbling the basketball and I made a mistake and the ball bounced on. The ball bounced on the cassette. You remember the cassette case was, so you, run one wrong move, sit on it or whatever, you might break the
whole thing.
You break it, right?
Right.
So it was my brother's best friend. He had, this was the Summertime. Summertime by Will Smith. Yeah. That had just came out and they had the single. They were playing that all day. So he had the single, I think, or the album, whatever. But I broke the case. He's like, man, you owe me a case, man. You owe me a case, Moot. So I was like, shoot, my brother got plenty of cases at the crib. I got daggone. So what I did, I went to his stash, and I took a case. Now what I didn't realize is I took
the wrong case.
The Public Enemy.
Oh my God! No, you didn't. Woo! I told you the wrong case.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
You was bold with that.
No,
yo.
Oh my God.
No, you didn't.
I took the Public Enemy case. I was like, here. I took the the sleeve out.
You took the sleeve out?
I left it in the box.
Okay, but you took the plastic.
I took the case. Because once you take the sleeve out, it's just a clear plastic.
Yeah.
So my brother's friend could use it for his Will Smith junk that broke.
Yeah.
Right. So when my brother found that out, he's like, yo, what my case at?
Oh my God. Now you had another case.
He just lifting up the junk like, what my case at for this?
Not the Public Enemy, man.
And he realized that I had gave it to his boy, so as to replace it, man, he was so mad at me, and his madness, his anger at that time, he was talking to me. He gave me the silent treatment and everything, like wouldn't let me play the game.
Wow.
He won't going outside with me.
Really?
He was so mad about that. And while our grandma and mom at work or whatever, like he supposed to be fixing me something to eat and shit.
Yeah. He wasn't fixing nothing to eat.
Nah, he might fix it. He'd be like, here. You know what I'm saying? Like, are we making milkshakes that night? Like, nah, we ain't making no milkshakes. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was so mad. That's when I really realized, like,
hip hop.
Yeah,
it's serious.
It's serious.
They serious about they real hip hop.
Yes.
It's not forget Will Smith. You can't disrespect Public Enemy.
That's right.
So that's go back when I was an MC Hammer winning dance contest.
Yeah.
Chris Cross, like, man, turn that stuff on. Let me play this for you. Listen to this. He'll have me really like sit here and listen to this.
Wow.
And I would do it because that's my big bro.
That's your big brother.
You always look for your big bro or that influence acceptance. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So like when I listen to this stuff, I would always go back to him like, hey Mike, hey look, you heard that new? Did you peep that song? Oh, I say, you know what I'm saying? Say what I done heard from him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I remember like I would call my brother for the wildest stuff. Like, back in the day when they had DJ's music and remember the store DJ's music?
The crates.
Yeah. And you can go in there and listen to the stuff like
before you buy it.
Like my mom would give me like an option to buy one CD in there, like, you know what I'm saying? It was crazy on this date or around this time, Cocoa Brothers had just came out with Black Trump, and that was one of my joints that I wanted to get. I was looking forward to that coming out, but also Gangstar came out. And Gangstar hadn't been out in a while. They came out with The Moment of Truth.
Right.
But I remember as that kid, I'm a little older now, but as that kid, I remember those was one of the artists that my brother would have me sit down and listen to. Gangstar, you know what I'm saying? So seeing them come back, I'm like, I'm in the store, I'm like, Mom only giving me one CD to get. Like, which one should I get? And I'm like, Cocoa Brothers or Gangstar? No Hesitation Gangstar.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Guru, yes, sir.
yeah. And that Moment of Truth album was so special to me because I think I'm like going from the 8th to 9th grade, and you know, as a young man, that's when you start to, you know, become into yourself.
Right.
It's
Developing
it's almost like your maturation to young
yeah.
adulthood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And man, that album, that's one of my favorite albums of all time.
I mean, he got
Even
that calm.
even to this day.
To this day,
He got that calm flow though. He got that calm flow.
Yeah, that's like those albums, like that, Wu-Tang, Nas, those Mobb Deeps, those was really like shapeshifters for me. Like as far as, you know, you listen to the jewels that Nas be spitting, or the stories and the Ghostface and all that. That's like those dudes, even in those times, and rap was always viewed as like this bad thing. Those dudes, you could hear in their raps that they was honorable dudes.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
And some of those jewels that I heard back then, I would read. You know, I was an avid reader, so I read about things that they was rapping about. I was like, oh, that's where they got this from. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. So those type of influence that shape shifted. But yeah,
Well, we almost out of time.
I wish we wasn't. But yeah, DJ Mike Jones is the best DJ. I want to make sure we had that.
Number one. But brother, we may even bring you back for a part 2. Cause
we enjoyed this.
This has been
It's crazy because when I told my brother we was doing this, he was like, "Come with me. I'm doing one."
Yeah, I got him on deck.
Yeah,
I got him on deck.
waiting for him. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to waste my turn.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Mike stayed booked up. So he booked the day. I hit him up. I was like, hey, look, I got an interview today at 2. Pop in if you got time. But I know he got a gig today. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah. So Moses, you're gonna go with your 80 or 80,000 question.
So
and then I'm gonna go with my final thoughts. Go ahead, Moses.
So we enjoy having you on the show,
yes,
brother.
sir.
I mean,
Oh my God.
I enjoyed y'all time.
It's been
a movie.
Thanks for having me, man.
yeah, man.
Really,
It was
real.
very dope. Very
It's
dope.
been a movie.
So what the show is about, you know, we want to know: are you about 80 years on Earth, meaning you living for the moment, just trying to get day by day, or what is more important to you? 80,000 years, your legacy, how you love people, what your name means to people when you walk away and people are talking about you, what impact, what did you leave on people? What's more important to you, 80 years or 80,000 years?
When you put it that way, and I seen this, I seen your other shows, and you know what I'm saying, but I want to answer it this way.
Okay.
The 80 years makes the 80,000.
Wow. Talk more about that.
You said the 80 years living in the moment, or your legacy, what you leave behind.
Right.
Well, what you doing in this moment is building that legacy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything that you do, the people that you come across and their impression of you, the jobs that you come across, and how well you were honorable and stand up in those jobs or those occupations, the business that you do with people, and always being truthful and forthright and righteous in your steps is That's what you're doing in the moment, and that's what's gonna make your 80 years turn into 80,000.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's a dope answer. That's a dope.
So
I love
it's
it.
It's like, yeah, of course I would say you want the 80,000.
Right.
But you don't get the 80,000 without those 80 years.
Woo! Nobody's ever said it like that. That's going down in the books, Stefano.
What you do for your kids, and this is why I learned what you do for your kids, even though they may not agree with it. I didn't agree with everything that my parents, I wouldn't say I didn't agree with it, but I just wanted to, I thought I had stuff figured out sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And in my own way.
Right.
But, as I grew, I was always able to go back and be like, Mom, Dad, man, thank you for that lesson you taught me. Because even though it may look like I wasn't following what y'all was talking about, I kept it in my back pocket to always remember, especially like if I was in the gym or I was seeing myself about to be in the gym, I took those jewels got myself on a different path. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say, like, what you do in the moment is gonna make that 80,000. What you do in these 80 years or more. Cause I got 2 grandmas that's just turned 90. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a blessing.
And ain't no signs of nothing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like what you do in this lifetime and what you do in this moment is always going to leave an impact for the next 80,000 years.
Wow. Well said, brother. Well said. Stefano?
Well, let me get my...
And we can go on and on.
Yeah. Yes, we could. Yes, we could. Well, let me give my final thoughts. I've been known of Preme for over about 20 years now, but never really interacted with him until this past year. Before this time, whenever I saw Preme, I just saw this huge figure, unapproachable figure. Never really caught Preme smiling too much. Never really caught him laughing too much. Never really caught him talking. Quiet gentleman. But you
Until
knew,
you get to know me.
right. Which I believe, Moses, that's what we try to do here. Is we try to get the people to get to know these artists and these people and this legendary.
Take your time, man. Take your time.
You know, over my lifetime, I've met a lot of men, and everybody always want to be hard. Everybody want to show how tough they are. When I was younger, I remember my first basketball coach. He took me to the cemetery and drove me around Inglewood Park Cemetery. And he said to me, Stefano, it's a lot of tough guys all in these plots. You keep trying to be a tough guy, you're going to be one of them. For the past 20 years, all I really saw in Preme was a tough guy. You know, because he never smiled, barely talked, you know. Over this past hour and a half, I have seen the most humble, God-fearing, funny, energetic, inspirational, black man that I have seen in a long time, Moses.
Yes.
Word up. Thank you, brother.
It brings chills through my spine. Probably the most inspirational interview that's been in that chair in a long time.
Facts.
Probably ever.
Facts.
Appreciate that, man.
I want to
Most
say
definitely.
that he is a star.
Absolutely.
He is a father.
Definitely.
He is a family person.
Definitely.
But more than anything, what I got out of this interview, he is a mighty, mighty man of God. Sometimes we go off people's aliases and nicknames, and you know, I want to apologize to you because a lot of times I be calling you Preme. Man, I'm gonna try my best from now on to make sure I call you Big Preme. Woo!
That's all good.
And the reason I'm gonna do that is because everything that we just talked about, your impact on your life, the legendary things that you have done, your impact on the community. Man, this man got a college degree. You know, rappers get a bad rap. You know, this man got a college degree.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, he's educated. If you listen to what he was saying in this interview, it was so intellectual.
Yes.
I promise you, brother, from this point on, whenever I see you, I'm gonna always try to acknowledge you as Big Preme. The reason I'm gonna do that, sir, is because your impact, what you have done, and especially the people that you have touched through this hour and a half interview, is by far undeniable.
Deniable.
It's undeniable.
Y'all make some noise for the man. Big Preme in the
Appreciate y'all making noise for y'all too, man.
Today is the legendary Kobe Bryant's birthday.
Word.
Happy birthday.
Passed
Kobe
away
Bryant.
in 2020. We want to send love, hugs, kisses out to Vanessa Bryant and her family today, because we know they go through a lot on this day. Happy birthday, Jelly Bean Bryant. And you have now witnessed another classic episode of 80 or 80,000.
80,000. Good night.
It's undeniable.
All right.
Appreciate y'all, man.
This chick called cheaters on me. The host had to tell her she the side piece. Come back to reality, sex was just casually. Know you got a man, I'm weighing grams for a convenient fee. I don't practice leniency, maxing out the Regency. Working on my album, eating scallions, food from the sea. Brown sauce buttery, pan-sear cutlery, no fuckery. Send a hit, snitch uttered me. Steak succulent, raise the stakes up a bit. Potatoes baked, shrimp and spinach stuffed in them. I've been the illest in the flyers, can't control me like the climate. My wardrobe look like war halls. I feel the women eyeing, watching work drying. Laundered the money, then ironed it. Fiend whips, I was driving them like Earnhardt or Jeff Gordon. On tracks, I be pouring my heart out. We come through like stars when it's dark out. Broad day, I got the rod out. I keep the peace cause niggas tend to fall out. This track suits Sergio, this crack through your audio. With samples loop, I paint the booth, my heart in it like cardio. Here's the new beginnings. Laser blue leather, same color, slick shoes to match. You know I gotta switch it sometimes, a little this and that. Anything of mine's, it ain't up for grabs. Black businesses up and running, the revenge of crack. High off the quicksand, homie hit for 10 bands. Spent that on the casino suite, he feeling like the man. Kept coming back, hitting, ordering bottles, more drugs and women. Then he got himself banned from the building. I came out the dressing room, shower scene with Kerry Washington. The director yelled cut, I was astonishing. Oscar-worthy performance, big ranch estate is enormous. The maids are gorgeous and my chef serving full courses. Pass the weed like a test, water whip, leave it on a napkin to dry, or I can sell it wet. These be the times that you won't regret or can't forget. Riding in the custom model, treating mics like custom model. This track couldn't have a feature, I'm too hard to follow. It's Preme. Too hard for this shit, man. It's undeniable, baby.
It's undeniable, baby.
PGE, UFG. It's magic. It's Hampton. Let's go.